What is up, man? Keeping my promise, man. I told you guys, look, I am gonna do a live every day for you guys, man. It's the new commitment to being a YouTuber I'm supposed to be. Now, today I would like to discuss kindness, bro. Because kindness is rare, but it's the most valuable thing you have to offer a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now, most people don't really understand what kindness is, bro. You know, kindness is basically meeting an individual, having no obligation to the individual, but knowing that, hey, this person is a human and all humans deserve kindness. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna lie. There's humans that don't deserve kindness, and those are the bullies. You feel me? And I've always been one to go against the bullies. I've been fighting bullies since I was in middle school, elementary school, bro, all the way up to high school, bro. Call me the bully exterminator, but generally, most times when I meet people, bro, I love to be kind because it's a first impression. Now, this is very important because currently, right now, at the stage of where I am, bro, I got people who I would like to say they didn't show me kindness right away. They were kind of standoffish, bipolar in a sense or whatsoever. And now that same individual flipped the script and wants to be kind. It's hard to believe. You know, it's hard to believe that someone who wasn't kind to you off an initial meeting all of a sudden wants to be kind to you. That's an act because anybody that's a good person, naturally, when you meet people, you're going to be kind to them. Because a person is not going to remember a lot of what you did for them, but they're always going to remember how you made them feel. And I'll give you guys a story, man. My dad is from Africa, bro. I'm from Africa, you know what I mean? But my dad is really from Africa, you know what I mean? And it was one time I went to get my tires changed at a random shop. So I'm at this random shop, bro. And there's another African dude, you know what I'm saying? You know, they call it the African meetup now. But while I'm there at the bar, the tire shop, bro, the tire guy, he calls my name. When he calls my name, he calls my last name. Now, the gentleman that was sitting in the tire shop with me waiting for his car, when he hears the last name, he's like, man, I know that last name. You feel me? No, this is a real story. So when he said he knows that last name, I'm like, yeah, that's my last name. So he proceeds to ask me, he's like, man, who's your dad? Who's your father? 1 second, y'all. I gotta help this guy. Hey, sir, how you doing?
Registering over there. It just said error.
Okay, did you book your reservation with the card, or did you
book it? I just used it when I scanned in.
Oh, you swiped it to get in?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. 1 second here. All right, it shows that you owe $75.92.
47 to Maine.
All right, 1 second while I process your payment. Okay, so the issue may be, do you have a different card? Because sometimes it doesn't, I don't know, it's weird as far as certain cards don't get accepted, but I can try a different card. My apologies, man.
Let's try that one.
All right, sorry about that. Hopefully this is the one we need. That's the one we need. You have a great day, all right?
Take care.
Yo, you too. But yeah, man. So he proceeds to ask me. He says, "Who's your father?" And he only asked me this based off hearing my last name. And when he says who my father was, I tell him. When I tell him my father's name, bro, this is a true story. He's like, "Oh man, like I know that guy. He really looked out for me and my wife." And you know, I never met this guy, bro. This is a stranger. But this guy knows my last name based off of interaction with my father. So when I leave the tire shop, bro, I call my pops. I'm like, yo, pops, man, it's a dude at the tire shop that said he know you. How he know you? So when I give him the guy's name, because I asked for the guy's name, I'm gonna tell my pops, you know him, man. And when I tell my dad the guy's name, my dad remember. He's like, oh yeah, it was him and his wife. They were kind of homeless in the situation or whatever, and my pops looked out for him and got him a hotel and some more stuff. And that scenario happened like 5 years ago, bro. 5 years ago. So this guy remembered a scenario from 5 years ago, and he linked that with my last name because my dad helped him. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, bro, I'm telling you, people not gonna remember what you give them, what you do for them, but they're always gonna remember how you treat them. Like I can single handedly remember a lot of the people that treated me bad. I can remember all the people that treated me good, and that's one thing you always gonna carry with y'all, man. And as a person, bro, listen, I try to show everybody kindness because I feel like it's almost like a part of your morality to be kind. Now, don't get me wrong. I have moments where I gotta crush the bully, and I've told you guys a scenario about crushing the bully. Like I don't like bullies, bro. I used to go to a chicken spot, bro, to order food. I didn't even showed y'all the video on here. Me going to the chicken spot. It's called Wild Fish and Chicken. It's in the hood. And while going to the chicken spot, bro, it's a beautiful dark chocolate, bro. When I say dark chocolate, imagine coffee beans. You know what I mean? Like Shorty look like she could be Sudanese, but she's beautiful though. She's just abnormally chocolatey. You know what I mean? So while I'm going to the chicken spot, bro, I'm just observing the owner of the chicken spot disrespecting her, bro, bullying her. When I say bullying her, it's like he talks to her in a certain demeanor. He talks down on her. He's nasty in his tone. And I never really say nothing. I'm just observing because I'm like, man, why does she allow this guy to talk to her like that? But it's probably because she needed the job. So she was respectful and basically was chinning all the disrespect and bullying that this guy was giving her, bro. Now there was one day where I went in the store, bro, and it's like 5 people in here waiting on their orders. And I had just ordered. While I was ordering, I think the computer froze up, which is a normal part of any computer system. At my job currently, sometimes the credit card is not working, bro. I just had a scenario like that where the credit card's machine wasn't working. So while I'm ordering, the computer system freezes up on the lady. This is a woman, bro. This is a beautiful chocolate queen. And the guy comes up to her, bro, in front of 7 5 people, and he tells her, you know what he tells her? He says, "You're so ugly." The owner of the chicken establishment is talking to a female employee like this. He says, "You're so ugly, your face broke the computer." And personally, he said that in front of me while I'm at the register with her. So I could tell it really bothered her, but she couldn't respond because this is the owner of the business. So when he says that to her, the guys in the back, the chefs, they laugh like ha ha ha, like everything's funny. So personally, bro, the way I grew up, bro, I grew up watching battle rap all day, 24/7, bro. I went to the city schools. I'm a guy who went to the city schools where, bro, this dude's talking about you in the bus. They talking about you at breakfast. They talking about you at lunch. And it's inevitable for you not to know how to roast. If you guys get what I'm saying, anybody that's went to an inner city school, bro, you know they getting on you on them. Boy, them dusty ass shoes, boy, yo big head ass, boy, bean pie head ass, boy, pecan. This is the vibes in the inner city schools. Breakfast, lunch, on the bus, after school, morning. This is what's going on. People are roasting. So naturally, bro, I could literally cook anybody, but I choose not to because I know people are sensitive in the sense of jokes. So when this is occurring, bro, imagine the owner of a business. One second, guys. Hey team, we have a party of one entering a lot. Y'all see how I had to switch my voice, right? But imagine the owner of a business talking to the employee and literally disrespecting the employee in front of 5 to 7 customers, and the employee feels she cannot respond because this is her boss, and he's literally telling this lady she's a ugly lady and she ruined the computer. So knowing that I was gonna give her an opportunity to respond because I like to give people a chance to stand up for themselves. But when he says that to her, she completely went quiet, bro. And when she went completely quiet, the guys in the back, bro, they're laughing like this guy is a comedian or something. Like he just said the funniest thing in the world. So when he says that to her, I ain't gonna lie, it literally ticked me off. And I looked at the guy and I said, "Yo, bro, your nose is so big. We don't even need a hill, bro. We can snowboard off your nose." He ain't say nothing. I'm like, matter of fact, I'm about to let all the kids in the neighborhood know, hey, during the wintertime, just come slide off this guy's nose. Cause gang, look, this man had a slug and long nose on him. I'm talking about Nostradamus. And bro, I got a button nose. So people used to say my nose is big. Like I can handle that. But when I say that to this guy, bro, I'm talking about none of the guys in the back laugh, bro. All of a sudden, nothing is funny. You feel me? and yeah, I had to ego check the guy because, bro, like organic, it kind of upset me because he was disrespecting a woman, bro. This is a woman that works for your establishments. She comes to work every day. She's respectful. She's nice. You could tell she was new and she just needed a job. But after the like 2 weeks, I didn't see her there. She probably quit. But in the moment, it's like, bro, I witnessed this guy disrespect her, bully her on several occasions. But this time, it was kind of like I used to witness it from a distance, you know. Now this time it was front center, and it was like God was telling me like, yo, bro, you kind of have to fry this guy because he thinks he could just bully this female employee because he knows she needs the job. And it was like literally in my presence, he came and told her she's so ugly. Why would you tell a female she's so ugly, bro? If she works for your establishment, you trying to embarrass her. She has nothing to do with the computer system freezing up. You probably done had this computer system for 20 years. You need a new computer system, but because you're the owner, you feel like, look, I can talk down on her however, I can bully her. It's like, all right, cool. You probably can do that, but you can't bully me because I don't work here and I don't care about your establishment. I come here to eat, but I'm not going to allow you to bully a nice person. So when I tell a man, my man's his nose so big, I'm expecting us to go back and forth because this is the bully, right? Bully's supposed to, bully whoever. But he falls back. He don't even say a word, bro. All the dudes in the back, I ain't gonna hold you. They quiet now. They not even laughing at him. Why they not laughing? I thought my joke was funnier than his. Imagine me saying this man got a slug long nose. We sliding off his nose. We going sledding, snowboarding, water slide. I was expecting Buddy to clap back at me, but it's the fact that he didn't expect that. He expected me to witness him bully the lady and laugh with him and laugh with the goofies in the back. But I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, you should be kind to this lady. She works for you. She comes to your establishment every day. And that lady was a nice lady, brother. Even when I told dude his nose was so big, then I kept going. I'm like, man, your name should be Nostradamus. You know what the lady said to me? She was like, it's okay, friend. Please, 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 my friend. No, no, no. And she probably was like, no, you're gonna ruin my job. But I'm looking at her like, ma'am, somebody gotta defend you. At the end of the day, you working here is a blessing for this guy. He can't fire me. He can't do nothing to me. If you speak up to him, you probably feel like he could terminate you and do something to you. So I'm gonna speak up on your behalf. But the lady was so kind. She was literally telling me not to roast this guy, bro. Cause I'm talking about y'all ever seen coming to Red Man and Method Man movie when they in the classroom and the professor starts talking trash to Red Man and he just starts flaming him. He like, boy, yo, Jiminy Cricket suit wearing that. It was kind of on the lines of that because it's like, bro, roasting people is easy. You just talk about what's obvious, you know? And a lot of the times the bullies, it's like they got a lot going on to where they necessarily shouldn't even be trying to bully another person. At the end of the day, we are all humans, bro. We all have things that people are gonna say is abnormal about us. Like I gotta, how people be like, man, you got a fat ass nose, boy. Yo, fat nose ass, boy. I gotta take that to the chin. I can't go get surgery like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as far as being in a roast, I done been through all the roasts, bro. I done been through the roast of me not going to school with the freshest clothes. I ain't had dusty clothes, but back then this dudes, they mama getting them every pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? They got all the academics, bro. They got, true religions, bro. They got all the swag. and they really just talk trash about people who don't have all the swag. So I done been through that phase in life. You know, I done been through the phase of people dissing your hairstyle when I first started getting dreads. You know what I mean? When you first get dreads, it's like the ugly phase where people are like, "Oh man, you got maggots on your head, boy. You got that maggots, boy." You know what I mean? Them little bitty ass dreads. I done been through that phase. You feel me? So it's nothing to handle a roast, but a lot of the times, bro, you should choose kindness, bro. Always choose kindness because just as much as you think you a bully, it's somebody that's gonna come and really bully you way more than the people you bullying. And 9 times out of 10, all those bullies they fold, bro. They don't never bully back. They fold, bro. So why not show people kindness, bro? Why do you want to leave somebody with a bad taste in their mouth? Cause the next time they're gonna see you, they're gonna remember this guy's a douchebag. Everybody that I see that I meet that are have treated me bad, bro, they're douchebags, bro. Because I've met people that I never even interacted with, bro, that literally was so kind to me, and they just had met me, bro, for the first time. Like I never forget, I go to a Mexican grocery store, bro, and it's a few people in the grocery store that really rock with me, brother. They're just so kind. There's a lady that works in a butcher. When I come in there, she's like, "Hey, my friend, how are you? My friend is here." She comes out, bro. I give her a hug, bro. She give me a hug, bro. There's no sexual tension or nothing. This lady is just a nice lady. This is what the world is about. To where it's like, I look forward to going to the Mexican store to see her because when I see her, it's gonna be good energy. When I see her, I'm gonna be happy. When she sees me, she's gonna be happy. It's another lady in there. I'm like a guy who, when I get in the store, I ain't really trying to grab a basket or cart, bro. I'm just trying to grab what I need. I've always been like that. So it's a lady in there that noticed I'm always like that. So a couple times I came in, she saw me, she went and got the basket. She's like, "No, my friend, get the basket." She didn't have to go and get the basket, but she's kind hearted, bro. She like, "Man, I know this guy just wanna he just wanna grab everything, and walk around the store with it in his hands, but let me grab the basket for him and show him a little bit of kindness." Cause I'm telling you, kindness goes a long way. Once you're a douchebag or a bully to someone, your energy only stops there. It doesn't carry over, bro. It doesn't carry over. Let me give you an example. Let's say you guys come to my drive through, right? Machine Dean, you know, and a few other people come to the drive through, right? And when Dean comes to the drive through, I'm like, "Yo, man, hey Dean, how you doing today, boss man? We got the fresh fries for you, Big Mac fresh. Did you want anything else, sir? You need extra napkins, extra sauce?" Boom. He has a great experience. When he leaves, bro, he's gonna be in a positive mind state, fam. To where if Machine Deans drives to the corner and he sees a kid on the corner begging for money, a homeless guy, the energy that's infused with him from the experience might transfer. He might be like, "Look, man, let me get this guy $2. Why? Because he's in a good vibe." Now, let's say the next person come and I'm like, "Yo, what you want, bruh? What you here for? You want the number one? Huh?" You know how it be when you on the drive through, you trying to order and it's like somebody on the other end is just unpleasant, bro. Unkind. You know what I'm saying? You looking like, "Man, I can't wait to get up out of here." So when you leave out of there, your energy is not gonna transfer. You might be upset, annoyed, or whatsoever, but it's gonna stay with you. Meaning that like it's a negative vibe you might carry around. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be, or you might just have a bad day just from that experience. But it's not like you're gonna transfer good energy. So this is what kindness really does. Respect goes a long way, man. Everybody should be respected, brother. I don't care if you have a dog, like for instance, man, I was on a bus, bro. And animals always know who good people are. And there was this girl, she had this dog. It was like a pretty dog, bro, pretty pit. And you could tell she wasn't really nice to the dog, because when they got on the bus, the dog literally was kind of like not listening to her. and I'm just sitting in like the far back seat. So the dog comes up to me, and then I'm like, man, it's my dog. I'm about to, you trying to come home with me? The dog like really sitting by me. So she gets mad. She's like, you not gonna take my dog? You not? I'm like, yo, I'm just joking. You know, at the end of the day, I love animals. Like if an animal comes up to me, I'm like, yeah, this is my dog, man. You ready to go home with me, boy? You know, stuff like that. But looking at the girl, I could tell like, nah, she not even kind to her dog, bro. Because anybody that kind is very kind to their dog, it's like, I don't care. Your dog is not really finna go like sit with another person, bro. I'm trying to tell you, animals, they know energy. Animals and kids, they those are the two people that know good energy, and they're always gonna gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? My boy Dean said, "Wise man once told me people won't remember everything you say." Yeah, bro. People, the only thing people will remember is how you made them feel, bro. I'm telling you. And I could literally sit here and think about all the people that made me feel good, brother,
39 picked up
and smile off of that. You know what I mean? And have good energy off of that. But when I sit here and think about the people that made me feel bad, it's like it's nothing good about it. That's why as you go out there in the world, you don't know who you're meeting. That's another thing, bro. You don't know who you're meeting. What do I mean by that, bro? You might see this person right here, and you a total douchebag to that person, right? Boom. You go to an event and you meet their family member, but you don't know that that person is related to that person you was just a total douchebag to. Then when you finally meet the person,
clear.
the one that you're cool with is like, oh, this is a good guy, but you wasn't a good guy to their family member. Like you just never know how small the world is. The world is a small place. A lot of people are connected. We really all connected. So the reason I say be nice to people is like you don't know who's really related to who. I'm gonna give you an example. Like back then in ninth grade, I was kind of grimy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I had grimy people around me, so I used to play basketball a lot. So I go to the park, all different parks and hoop, bro. And I specifically remember it was I called it my hometown park. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I literally would play everyone from the different cities, bro. So I always would go there. I remember there was this kid, man. I might have told y'all this story. He comes, my boy had the BlackBerry. You know, back then Blackberries was popping. He had the BlackBerry Flip or something like that. But it was a nice phone. So personally, I wasn't the best thinker as far as like I had the 5 finger discount. Cause growing up in the cities, bro, I used to steal a lot. Me and my friends, that's what we did. We stole stuff. So it's like I got accustomed to stealing, bro. So while we playing basketball, this kid he probably was like a eighth grader or something. I was a ninth grader. He had this phone, the BlackBerry. He put his phone down. So when he put his phone down, I ain't gonna lie, I took his phone, bro. I'm like, this my phone now. You feel me? Because that's the type of guy I was. So when I take his phone, I was a thinker though, so I wouldn't take your phone and leave, bro. I just take your phone and stash it around where we at. That way, when you get to checking pockets, I can empty my pockets. So that's what I did. I took his phone and I stashed it somewhere around the court, man. And it was time for us to leave, and he's looking for his phone, bro. And I tell y'all, the world's a small place, bro. This just listen to the cherry of the story. So when he's looking for the phone, I'm so grimy. I'm helping him looking for the phone. Like, yo, where you put the phone at, bro? You sure you brought the phone? You know? And he's like, man, yeah, I put it right here, man. And it was a point where I could tell he was about to cry, like, cause he was an eighth grader. I'm a ninth grader. You could tell he was getting emotional, and it's like something spoke to my conscience, and it was like, yo, bro, give him his phone back. You know what I'm saying? So when that spoke through me, I had went and found the phone where I stashed it. I'm like, yo, bro, this your phone right here? He like, yeah. Bro, a week later, right? I go to my friend. This is one of my good friends till today, man. If I ever was to be in a position to get a lot of money, man, I just pull up on him and give him some bread. Like, yo, bro, take care of yourself, because this is one of the most genuine people I ever been friends with. Now, we not the bestest of friends, but I'm telling you, all the experiences I had with my guy, bro, it was phenomenal. It was good. He was humble. He's been in positions before. He never acted weird. He never spazzed out. He never talked down. Nothing. This is a good guy, bro. So I hope one day I am in a position to just pull up on him and drop some bread on him and even put him on the channel for y'all, man. His name is D Money. You know what I mean? This is a guy that at 17 he had a crib. His mom gave him the crib. We used to be at his house every single day. My man got me into, I love music, but he really got me into like rapping because he would make mixtapes for me from LimeWire. He used to make a lot of mixtapes for me for free, bro. No payments. He'd make Wiz Khalifa mixtape. That's when Wiz first came out, drinking orange juice, Fly Guy, all that. He would make all that for me, and this is how I really would like keep up with the music. This my boy. So I go to his crib, bro. We finna chill. He like, yo, he call me LeBron. Like, little LeBron, come through. So I came through. Guess who's at the table? Bro, it's his cousin Sean. Now Sean is the kid phone I was about to take at the basketball court. So when I come through, it's a funny story. When I come through the door, Sean like, hey bro, this bro who helped me find my phone at the park. 1 second, man. Let me help this guy. So I can tell you guys the remainder of the story. Hey, miss, how you doing today?
I'm good. I need your help. When I did this online, I know I got 1 or 2 days, but it wouldn't let me do it. Can you do it from your end? Take my 3 days off?
As far as like, what do you mean, extending it?
No. I have 3 days on here.
Oh, okay. You have points.
I got points.
Okay.
But when I went to register this, I didn't pay my money. It was like, how can I get my 3 days off? I didn't know how to do it.
Okay, I wish I could do it here,
It's all right.
but no. Tell you what, I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna do a 15% discount.
Oh, okay.
Just because you didn't know how to do it, but anytime you're booking your reservations online, if you have AARP military discount or bonus points, all that has to be applied prior to submitting it. So it can only be done through the app. I don't know if you did it online through the app or. Okay, so if you just wanna download the app, can I scan that one more time also, please? If you download the app, you could apply all.
I got the app.
Okay, that's where all your discounts, anything you got, like as far as
Corporate discount.
yes, ma'am, corporate, AARP, military,
But no, this is a award. I got one award day.
yeah, even bonus points, those are also considered discounts.
Okay.
So if you have extra days. We also offer bonus points for cancellations. Also, that's a new thing we're doing. So if you have a flight cancellation,
Okay.
you just kind of let us know.
Put it on my app next time. And
Yes,
I did that.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna apply the 15% discount for you. All right. No worries. No worries.
Well, I'll be going to.
39 drop
I'll be
closing.
going to the Dominican Republic in a couple of months.
Are you going to the DR?
I'm gonna try with all this stuff going on.
Well,
I'm
you
trying
you
to get
you
stuff
you
there.
got family out there, or
No, I just go on vacation.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I want to go out there one day. So it says I knocked it down to 51.62. I believe it was like 70 before.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
man.
you got a passport?
Nah, not yet. But I'm not from here.
Huh?
I'm from the Ivory Coast. That's Cote d'Ivoire, West Africa.
I know.
Yeah, so I gotta pay for the passport and all that through citizenship. I'm a permanent resident. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So yeah, you just can't.
Just get a passport.
Yeah, I gotta get a citizenship to get the passport. I could travel on a passport
How come you don't have the citizenship?
because I gotta pay money or get married. I ain't trying to get married yet.
I don't know that.
So I gotta pay that back.
Right.
Nah, I ain't trying. I don't even think I want to get married. I don't know. But if my wife wanted it, if my girl wanted it, I'd do it for her. But
Right. Right now it ain't working.
nah, it ain't what is on my
I'm
mind.
gonna tell you something I know. Ain't nothing better than you live at your house, I live at my house, and we do what we do.
See, this is the thing though. I don't mind having like a partnership, but I just be looking at it like, man, can you really love someone forever?
Not only that, people live differently, you know?
Yeah, but I don't really know. It's just that's my thought. Like, can you love somebody forever? Because I feel like the answer is not really yes. But if I say that to somebody, they'll be like, "Oh, you not." Cause think about
You're
it.
not committed.
It's not about commitment. Cause I feel like it's a lot of people together that hate each other,
Yeah, I know.
and they just don't leave. You know what I mean? So it's like I would rather
My
not.
daughter is one of them.
Yeah, I would rather not be in a situation where
Yeah.
I'm just unhappy, but I just.
Do y'all live together?
Now I've lived with a girl before.
How was that?
That was horrible. But
Well, you
but
that experience.
but nah, I should have listened to my pops though, cause I was younger at the time. We like 22, and when I lived with the girl, it was like something new. But it was
39
like
clear.
I'm like I've already lived on my own, so
Exactly.
it was just a different atmosphere. She was a good girl though, but it was just she's not used to like being on her own for real.
Right.
So when it came to the bills and
That's
stuff,
what
I.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because you have to think about how, talk about all those
Yeah.
things before you move in. And don't be having no surprise. So honesty,
Yeah.
honesty and communication. If you ain't got that going in, it ain't gonna work.
No, that's
And
facts.
I'm almost 70 years old. Trust me, I've been through a whole bunch of
Would-
relationships.
would you get-
relationships.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite is the one I'm doing right now. You stay there, I stay there.
Oh, y'all got your own thing?
Well, I don't have nobody now. But I'm just saying, when I did, I chose the last 2.5 years, my last breakup,
Yeah.
to just be by myself for now.
You're a beautiful lady though. It's a guy out there that's the right
Well,
guy.
that's it. Well, I hope he show up soon.
He might be around the corner when you hit that right.
Yeah, my husband, he died in
I'm sorry.
2012.
I'm sorry about that,
Oh,
bitch.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
he's always with you though.
And yeah, he is. I wouldn't be making this trip if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
That's how I got this car. If it wasn't for him,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing nothing. All the money I make by myself, I couldn't do the things I do.
He's a good guy though.
Do we have coverage at me?
Yeah, and I'm sure he in the front seat right now.
He is.
He listening like, yeah, you talk that about me.
Hey,
All right.
good one.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, just being kind, bro, it goes a long way, man. Like even speaking with the lady right there, man. That was a good conversation, bro. I'm sure y'all overheard that. I didn't mute it, but this is what's gonna go a long way in life, bro. How you treat people, how you make people feel, because that's transferable energy. So you don't wanna give them toxic vibes. Like, don't get me wrong, we all have days where we might not be in the best mood, but remember, the best weapon you have or power you have is kindness, bro. Kindness is a superpower. Cause some people don't have what it takes to be kind. Y'all hear me talking about marriage? It's like, bro, even then, I know a lot of people that are in marriages where they're not even kind to each other, bro. They're horrible to each other. So when it comes to marriage, man, like, I know y'all heard me talking about that with the ladies. Like, man, I don't want to really get married, bro. I'm gonna be honest, but I would if just for my girl to be happy. You dig what I'm saying? But when I think about marriage, it's not something that I'm like, I want that. I would be cool with having a partnership, but I'm just a different thinker though, man. I've seen my pops in a marriage for a long time, and you make a lot of sacrifices as a guy, bro. And you gotta be ready to make that sacrifice, but a lot of the sacrifices that you make is for the kindness of others. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the people you're making the sacrifices for, they don't give you nothing. And that's what really scares me the most is like, okay, knowing that, I'm gonna have to just accept that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if I get in a marriage, I'm really giving myself up for the family. And as a guy, it's like, okay, once you accept that, I think marriage is cool. But if you're unable to accept that and you get into marriage, it's gonna be something different. Because like you heard me tell a lady, I said, man, there's a lot of people together that absolutely despise each other. And when y'all look around, it's like, bro, why be in a position where you're so unhappy that you're not kind to the person you claim you love? Like, that's weird to me. I'd rather be single than be with somebody and act like I really like them, but I don't really like them for real. I despise them on the low. Like, but I've been in a relationship like that before where I dated this girl in college, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When we first started dating, everything was great. Sparks were flying. You know, like 2, 3 months into the relationship, I dated her for like a year. Bro, we used to argue all the time. All the time. I'm not somebody that even likes arguing, bro. You know, I look at arguing like it's a waste of time because nothing good can get said. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like, let's say me and Machine Dean going back and forth. It's like, okay, there's a threshold of words that either escalate or take things to the next level. What do I mean? Like, Machine Dean can say, YsEats, man, use a B. Then I be like, Machine Dean, use a H. Then Machine Dean be like, man, use a P. At that point, it's like, okay, we're getting close to the threshold of things getting out of hand as far as dialogue. Same thing with your girl. So I personally never really been into arguing. So dating this girl, bro, we used to argue every day, and it's like it had got to a point where I've never been good at breaking up, bro. I'm one of those guys. I'm terrible at breaking up with people because I don't like to see people emotional in front of me. It's not that I can't handle it, but it's like I got a good heart to where it's like that's hard to see. So I personally never knew how to break up with this girl. We were together for like the past 6, 7 months that we was together, bro. I was unhappy. I was just in that relationship, you know, and we just hung out and all. It was terrible. So having that experience, now that I'm older, that was like when I was like 25 and 24. Now that I'm older, it's like okay, I'm thinking different, bro. I would rather be happy in a situation than be in a situation unhappy pretending. You know, but all that deals with kindness because and I think back on that girl, bro. She just wanted to fight with me all the time, bro. She would get physical. She'd grab my shirt. I remember we got in a crazy fight because I used to go hang out with her and her family. I go to her family house, right? But I looked at it like she had to be cheating though at the time because she had an ex boyfriend that was just he was a stalker. I say he's a stalker. He's one of those guys that just couldn't let go. And the reason I said this girl had to be cheating is because she was overly insecure, bro. Let me give y'all an example. I went to her house. Her mom is there. Her brothers are there. I played basketball at the time. She got younger brothers in ninth grade. I think I was out of high school for sure. I'm in college. So they like, yeah, we could hoop you, YS. We could hoop you, YS. So I'm like, man, y'all can't hoop me, man. Because I got 4 brothers. Having 4 brothers, I got to beat up on them all the time to let them know I'm big bro. And that's from the oldest one who's 21 down to the youngest one right now who's 19. They all challenge me. They're like, oh, we could beat you in this. We could beat you in this. Like, I got to whoop them back to back to back to back to back until they realize, like, nah, big bro got it. So when I get to the house, it's both of her brothers. They ready to play me 1-on-1. So I get there, you know, I chop it up with her mom, hang out with her. They in there watching TV. Bro, we go play basketball outside. This girl comes, she's like, you don't want to spend time with me? You want to just come here and hang out with my brothers? You're talking to other girls. And I'm like, yo, it's like, how can you have that thought when I'm at your family house and I'm outside hooping with your brother? You fighting me for no reason. Bro, that fight spiraled into like something major to the point I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just leave, bro. That's what I do. I'm like, man, I'm about to leave, bro. I don't got time to sit here argue. Bro, this girl jumped on the hood of my car, like sprawled herself out and wouldn't leave, bro. Wouldn't let me leave, bro. And I'm like, yo, Jay, her name was Jay. I can't say her full name. I'm like, yo, get off the car. I'm just trying to drive off. Like, she's literally sprawled out on the hood, bro. To where I'm like, yo, bro, just get off the car. At first, we talking in the seat. And I'm like, all right, we still arguing. I just want to leave. So I'm like, yo, just get out so I can leave. She didn't want to get out. So I had to get out the car. Then she get out the car. Then I get back in the car to lock the door to get in the car to drive. Then she jumps on the hood. Bro, it was like a crazy scene, bro. And her dad had to come out and literally pry her from the hood. And I'm looking like, nah, I don't even want to. 1 second, squad. Oh shoot, my bad, yo. I gotta make this announcement. Hey team, we have a party of one entering a lot. But yeah, it was such a crazy scene to where it's like, nah, I'm not really one for all of that, man. My personality is smooth, man. I don't want to be having like a domestic argument. That looked like a domestic argument, you know what I mean? But even then, when I think about that relationship, she wasn't really kind to me in a sense, bro. Whenever I come to her family house to hang out with her, she would argue with me there, knowing that
Full three
she
drop
had
them.
the advantage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I will always tell this girl, like, bro, I'm not trying to argue with you at your family house where your mom's here, your dad's here. It's like, it's weird. But she would purposely try to argue with me to, like, I don't know what, to make me look bad or whatever. And I'd just be ready to leave. And every time I was ready to leave, she would get physical, bro. So even looking back now, talking to y'all about that, she wasn't a nice girl at all because she
Got one
actually had
coming
me
to the
go to
left.
Cali with them.
Up in the left.
Bro, I remember, bro. I didn't want to go to this is my
39
first
on
time
the
going to
left.
Cali. It was horrible experience, bro. I was ready to catch a private jet back to the state I was from
Got
ASAP,
a
bro.
party of one at Humphrey.
So I'm gonna break it down to you. This girl literally begged me, bro. I'm working at McDonald's at the time. Keep in mind, and I'm gonna give y'all a whole story so y'all can understand. She really wasn't a nice shorty. So I'm working at McDonald's at the time. She tells me her family's going on vacation, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, I really want you to come with me though, babe. I'm like, man, I don't really got the money for that. She's like, nah, babe, you really gotta come. You really gotta come. And I'm like, I don't have the money at all, bro. I'm working at McDonald's. My checks was like $400 or something. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like I wasn't making that much money. So I'm like, I can't really pay for a ticket, a vacation. She's like, don't worry, my family will pay for the whole trip. Just come. I wanted you to come. So she finally convinced me, bro. And I specifically remember talking to my pops about this. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go to Cali for the first time. He's like, who you going with? I'm going with my girl and her family. He's like, nah, that's not a good trip. I'm like, oh, what you mean? You just don't want me to go to Cali? You know how kids be. He like, nah, it's just not gonna be a good trip for you. So I'm really not listening to that. I'm like, man, you bugging. So we get on the plane, bro. And it all started when we landed, bro. Soon as we land, we went and got a rental car. We're driving to the hotel, bro. At the time, I had never seen a Hyundai Genesis before. Now, you guys know what a Hyundai Genesis is. Low key, it looked like a Bentley, gang. So as we're driving, we on the highway. I'm like, yo, that's a Bentley?
Party at the
Bro, I'm in a far back seat in like this SUV. I'm in like the back of the back. Shorty with me. All I say was, man, it's gotta be a Bentley. She like, you stupid? Why you so dumb? So I'm like, yo, what? What you mean I'm dumb? I that's a Bentley right there. She like, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. She had a better view of the car, gang. I'm looking at it from the side angle. So she get in and argue with me about a Bentley. Bro, imagine a girl arguing with you about you think that's a Bentley. All she had to say was, oh no, it's a Hyundai Genesis. Cause she seen the name. But bro, from the side angle I looked at it, it looked like a Bentley, bro. So she like, you must be stupid or something, blah, blah, blah. So she trying to like literally choose up on me in front of her family. We in the car though. My personality is like, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you with your mom and your dad and your brothers in the car and all this. I'm not about to do that, bro. You know
Someone pick up that
what I'm
Humphrey.
saying? So I'm like, yeah,
I don't think
whatever.
so.
Just let it go. Next thing you know, bro, we go to
All right, the
Disneyland.
guy that was going to park in the
Bro,
lot
when you go to
is going to get
Disneyland,
some help because he
there's
can't
a
find
lot
his
of people
tab.
at
So I'll get the
Disneyland. There's
Humphrey.
women,
He's
there's kids,
39 in
there's
the
guys, there's everyone. Bro, we get to Disneyland. This girl is literally
come.
claiming that I'm looking at every girl at Disneyland. She's causing a scene, bro. I didn't even enjoy the experience of riding the rides at Disneyland, brother. It was so much pressure because it's like I can't even be lying. We can't even be in line, bro. And it's a girl in front of me or a girl right next to us. It's a problem. So the whole time we at Disneyland, she's literally stressed me out the whole time, brother. I couldn't enjoy nothing. Cause it would be, oh, this girl, you looking at this girl, you looking at this girl, you looking at this girl. And it was like, nah, man, I'm not looking at any girls, bro. I'm on a vacation with you and your family. I don't even got a time to separately link with no girls.
Copy.
That was another scenario, bro. We went swimming, right? So imagine you've been on a trip with your girlfriend and she's literally treated you like this the whole trip. It's only been a day or maybe two, and it's been a horrible experience. So we had the next day, we had a pool day. Now for the pool day, you know, we went swimming at the pool. We was at the hotel. They had a pool. They had a sauna. So brother, it's other people at the pools, bro. At the time, I was working out a lot. So I had like a chisel 8-pack. I used to lift weights, so I was kind of swole a little bit. So when we go to the pool,
36 is clear.
Shorty mad that there's other people at the pool. There's other women at the pool.
36.
She don't even want me to take my shirt off. So I'm like, yo, bro, you tripping right now.
36, how long you been here?
I can't be at the pool finna get in the water. I can't take my shirt off. So she threw a scene about that. She leaves the pool. When she leaves the pool, she goes to the hot tub. While she's in the hot tub, I'm still in the pool, bro.
There's a lady
So-
waiting on row 6, about the middle. Row 6, right across from the gate to the ramp.
So when I
Copy. Why don't you ask her?
When she
where
goes to the
going
pool-
going to the main?
one second, y'all, one second.